The project to explore the remarkable history of Lloyds Cars, an engineering company that manufactured sports cars here in Grimsby from the 1930s to the 1950s, has recently received support from the Royal Society for Art, who are keen to be involved in a project that also reflects their connections with manufacture and commerce. Another landmark event in the project is the discovery of a renovated Lloyds 650 right here in Cleethorpes. We caught up with the owner, John Acethorpe, who started work as an apprentice at Lloyds Garage on Nuns Corner.
When I was leaving school, my dad was a lumper, my brother's a lumper, and all the family's are lumpers. They wanted me to go on the docks, but I don't like fish. So I decided to get my bike out and I'll go to the nearest garage, which was Lloyd's. I saw the manager there. I said, is there any work, jobs going? Because I was interested in cars, motorbikes, push bikes, anything I could get my hands on. I knew Roland. We worked on his car. When my time was up, it was old enough to do MOTs. The factory foreman came down and said, hey, can you MOT the Lloyd? Well, I had it on the ramp and I gave up. I never did like them, to be quite honest, because I compared it against a Morris 8. Thought one of these days I'll do a Lloyd and see what it is like. And then the COVID started, and a week before that, there's a Lloyd for sale. I said, okay, I'll buy it, thinking it wasn't quite as bad as that. When they pushed it off the lorry, it was. I rebuilt it all, took the body off it, and in between getting everything made for it as well, took me about 3 years to get to the state it's in. Springs in there, 3 big springs, and as that arm, which is a vertical arm, goes that way with the suspension, it pushes that arm in. This is the engine, 2-stroke, and that's your charger. Your distributors at the bottom down there. Water-cooled, open flywheel. That's your dynamo. And your starter motor's underneath it. The gearbox is at the front of the engine. Very modern, very modern. Big doors, because that's for the passengers. You've got your oil pressure from 100 to 0. You've got your ammeter and you've got your petrol gauge. You've got your ignition switch, you've got the lights, starter motor, or you start to pull. You got your own, you got your dip switch there, and this car has got modern indicators, flashes. And your gear change is on the steering column. Your handbrake is underneath the dash. Actually, sat in it nearly the first time, it's very nice.